Hi everyone, so this is a quick recording talking about how to update and add new Moodle forums. So just quickly running through the process here. The first thing that you do is we'd look at turning editing on in the course. And then obviously if we're changing any existing forums, we'll click on the forums link and we'll be able to see them in here. If I want to update one of these forums, so like this student forum, now, this is a forum I'm actually using in the Te Kua Whanare undergrad to hide anything that was announced last semester, just because I'm personally like to archive as much as we can, and it's much easier if we don't delete links and make new forums all the time from a keeping Moodle up to date perspective. So if we're just looking in here under general, you can see the forum name and the description. If I choose to display the description on the course page, it'll be visible there. And we can get settings. So any forum will have a type. Now, generally speaking, we want standard forums for general use. Q&A forums are not actually very useful for us because they limit the way students are allowed to post. So again, if we're looking at forum type, we almost always want to choose standard forum for general use. And we've got attachments and word counts. I'd normally recommend leaving these settings like they're showing. So 2 megabyte attachment limit with a maximum of 2 attachments is pretty reasonable, and we don't normally need to show the students the word count as they type. We've got subscription tracking, so this is really useful if we're setting up a forum that we need to use for news, or that we want students to see all announcements in. If we set forced subscription, everyone will have to be subscribed and will always receive emails about that forum. And that's useful when we make the news forums for each of our courses so that we can make announcements as lecturers. RSS, we can have RSS feeds. We're not currently using them. If you would like one, you can turn that on for posts or discussions. I would keep the post threshold for blocking at don't block unless we start having some really weird problems. We're not likely to, since these are subscribed courses. Ratings, don't bother with ratings. We'll keep no ratings on. Common module settings. Now, this will normally be show. Obviously, this is a hidden forum, so it's set to hide. And we always want everything to be set to no groups. If we've got groups set to visible groups, separate groups, then it's just not going to work nicely for the students. And the same goes for available for group members only. Because we don't really use the Moodle groups functionality, leave that off. And restrict access. So we can actually set forums up so that they won't be accessible outside of certain periods. And that might be useful if we actually want to use it to receive assessments, or if we want to make sure it doesn't open up until after the module is open. So we could set it up at the start of the semester to open at the right time and then close itself off again afterwards. And we've got activity completion. So again, we're not using the activity completion settings, so we'll just leave those alone. Now, if I want to save the changes, I can hit save, but I don't care, so I'm just going to press cancel. Now, the actual question that prompted today was how to add a new forum. So if we come down to questions and other forums, I can actually just click add an activity or resource. And I can go forum. And the forum name will be question discussion. So just fill in a description. Obviously these might change because I may have been bad with this description. Question and discussion. The assessment 3. Now, forum type, again, we want this to always be standard forum, and that's a fairly That's really the only thing I'm going to change in here. I'm going to leave everything else on default. Just hit save and return. Now, if I turn editing off, we'll be back to seeing what students see. And when I click on forums, you can see CIS, Assessment 3, group poster questions, and discussion. If we look at the list, it's down here. So that's everything. Thank you very much for your time today, and have a great day there.